To the gentlewoman from Connecticut, Rosa DeLauro. 3 minutes.
Gentlelady from Connecticut is recognized for 3 minutes.
I rise in opposition to this agriculture funding bill. Budgeting is about choices, and this bill makes the wrong choices for the American people. Time and again in this legislation, the House majority has chosen to put profits and politics before nutrition and food safety. It puts partisan ideology before impartial science and the interests of big corporate industries over the needs of families and children. Examples. For decades, our federal nutrition policies have been based on the principle of sound scientific research and evidence-based decision-making. Until now, Congress has never prescribed the details of federal nutrition programs. This bill circumvents the Institute of Medicine process for determining the appropriate foods to offer in the Supplemental Women, Infant, and Children program, or the WIC package. To benefit industry, the House majority adds white potatoes to WIC, despite the advice and findings of nutritionists that white potatoes are not lacking in a mother's and children's diets. In fact, they are the most consumed vegetable in America. This is the same type of thinking from Congress that got pizza called a vegetable. Further, this bill would waive requirements for schools to meet the nutrition standards that we passed as part of the 2010 Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act. These standards, developed by experts, improve school meals, remove unhealthy junk foods in our nation's schools. The standards have already been achieved at over 90% of America's schools and are working to help kids choose healthier food options. House Republicans are trying to appease special interests by weakening child nutrition programs in this bill. The bill also undermines menu labeling and creates carve-outs for industries at the expense of health. It assumes the passage of an accelerated and unsafe poultry inspection system that increases the chance of contaminated chicken on our kitchen tables, just so companies can make more profit. At a time when foodborne illness outbreaks are a continual challenge, it cuts the Food Safety and Inspection Service, a linchpin of our food safety efforts, by $6 million, putting families at risk, and no permanent inspectors will be able to be hired. This bill dangerously underfunds the Commodities Future Trading Commission. It allows risky financial transactions to continue, putting the profits of Wall Street ahead of consumers. These are all unprecedented attempts to use the appropriations process to do the bidding of industry and special interests at the expense of the public interest. Our job is to craft a budget that does right by the American people, that helps kids get the nutrition that they need to grow, that fights hunger in all of our communities, and that ensures that our food supply is safe. This budget fails in all of these regards, and I urge my colleagues to oppose it and yield back the balance of my time.
Gentlelady yields back her time. The gentleman from Alabama.
I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Alabama reserves his